This is his fourth tournament at 22 years of age. This is incredible. He's playing for Real Madrid. As a country, we like to pick one player out of an England setup that we want to try and gun for. We want to try and bring down from the height that they're on.
On August 3rd, 2017, Paris Saint-Germain triggered Neymar Jr.'s €222 million buyout clause. Barcelona thought they had won the financial lottery until that single transaction completely destroyed their next decade. Fast forward to 2026, and Real Madrid is committing the exact same structural error. But the collateral damage isn't just Jude Bellingham, it is their entire balance sheet. Right now, Florentino Pérez is engineering a massive push for Bayern Munich's right-wing sensation Michael Olise, who Bayern locked down from Crystal Palace in July 2024 for €53 million plus bonuses. But to force another elite salary onto their books alongside Kylian Mbappé, Real Madrid is stepping straight into the exact same wage ceiling trap that ruined Barcelona. You think hoarding superstars is proof of infinite wealth? Barcelona thought the exact same thing when they tried to force Lionel Messi and Neymar to coexist. What followed was an aggressive panic-buying spending spree that bankrupted Camp Nou and eventually forced Messi to walk away for €0. Real Madrid isn't just repeating history, they are running the exact same playbook, and Jude Bellingham is caught right in the crossfire.
Just 2 wins in the last 8 matches, and in the league, 4 points behind Barcelona. Now, what's not working right now?
I think it's probably a number of things, and obviously we're still trying to work it out kind of within the changing, regardless of what goes on outside, we know.
Look at the pitch, not the media hype. In the 2023/24 season, Jude Bellingham was the unquestioned attacking focal point of the Bernabéu, driving Madrid to a Champions League and La Liga double. Then came the corporate wage cap collision, when Kylian Mbappé arrived on a massive signing bonus and an estimated €15 million net annual wage. Florentino Pérez didn't just alter the tactics, he altered the financial balance of power. To keep Mbappé afloat and set up the funds for Michael Olise, Bellingham was demoted from a central goal-scoring force to a deep-lying box-to-box engine. His goals plummeted, his Ballon d'Or momentum vanished, and his individual brand took a back seat, all to balance the squad for Mbappé. When you try to force 2 or 3 kings into a single dressing room, someone gets financially and positionally demoted. And that brings us directly to the nightmare accounting cascade that brought Barcelona to its knees.
How impressed were you with Jude Bellingham coming to Real Madrid?
And he grow like the other ones, like Camavinga, like Rodrigo, like Vinicius.
Here is the lie casual fans fall for every single summer. If a club gets a massive transfer fee, their financial problems are solved. Look at the historical facts. When Barcelona collected that €222 million for Neymar in August 2017, they panicked. They spent €135 million on Ousmane Dembélé in August 2017, another €145 million on Philippe Coutinho in January 2018, and topped it off with €120 million for Antoine Griezmann in July 2019. Over €400 million burned, and it directly caused the financial collapse that forced Lionel Messi out of Camp Nou in 2021. Now look at Real Madrid's current dilemma. To clear the wage space and transfer funds required for Michael Olise, reports indicate Madrid is considering the unthinkable, liquidating Vinicius Jr. to Saudi Arabia or the Premier League for a record fee. They are preparing to sell a prime Ballon d'Or contender just to fund the next shiny star on their spreadsheet. It is the Neymar blueprint in reverse. Selling a superstar doesn't solve a sick wage structure. It proves the model is officially eating itself alive.
Maybe he doesn't know what it's like to play in those kind of conditions against Erling Haaland, Odegaard, Nusa, Sorloth. You know, that's not an easy team to play against. So
you think modern football transfers are decided by the manager's tactical board? Think again. They are decided in boardroom pitch decks by global corporate sponsors. In July 2024, Bayern Munich paid Crystal Palace €53 million plus €6 million in add-ons, alongside a €10 million sign-on fee, to bring Michael Olise to Bavaria on a massive £220,000 per week wage deal. Fast forward to July 2026, and Olise's record-breaking 7-assist World Cup performance for France, 5 of those assists set up directly for Kylian Mbappé, has turned him into the single hottest commercial asset on the planet. Florentino Pérez isn't just eyeing Olise to play on the right wing, he wants to monopolize the entire global sports marketing sector. But here is the hidden accounting catastrophe. Real Madrid's endorsement ecosystem is suffering from brand cannibalization. When a club stacks Mbappé, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and potentially Olise under one roof, global corporations don't quadruple their sponsorship budgets, they just split the exact same pool of capital among 4 players. Bellingham's individual commercial growth is stalling because corporate sponsors are shifting focus to Mbappé and Olise. The moment a superstar feels their personal multi-million euro brand is being suffocated by an overcrowded dressing room, the relationship fractures beyond repair, and that leads directly to the ultimate financial illusion Florentino Pérez cannot escape.
Remind me a little bit of Zinedine Zidane with his quality
Let's cut through the public relations spin and look at the actual accounting ledgers. When Real Madrid signed Kylian Mbappé on a free transfer, casual fans thought it cost nothing. In reality, Mbappe's sky-high signing-on fee spread across his 5-year contract, combined with his net salary, creates an astronomical annual balance sheet. Now add a prospective mega deal for Michael Olise from Bayern Munich, where Bayern consider him untouchable and will demand well over 100 million euros. To stay compliant with La Liga's strict squad cost limits without triggering severe spending penalties, Real Madrid enters what financial analysts call the asset liquidation cascade. They cannot simply add Olise's wages onto their current ledger without trimming the top. To make the numbers work, Real Madrid will be forced to sacrifice primary core assets, players like Vinicius Jr. or Rodrigo, to generate immediate accounting profit and free up wage margin. Instead of building a balanced, dominant squad, Florentino Pérez is forcing Madrid to hollow out its own team depth just to sustain a collection of individual megabrands. It is the exact high-stakes financial trap that destroyed Barcelona's golden era, and the final verdict proves why history is about to repeat itself.
Even though he's a youngster still, Jeff, he's a leader. And your leaders have to come out and speak to the media. I thought he spoke very well after the game last night. And yesterday is what Jude Bellingham needs to do.
When a super club anchors its entire economic identity to 3 or 4 individual mega salaries, they trigger what corporate auditors call single asset reliance. Look at what happened when Barcelona staked their entire future on keeping Lionel Messi, Antoine Griezmann, and Philippe Coutinho on the books simultaneously. The moment revenues dipped or unexpected La Liga wage restrictions hit, the club had zero balance sheet flexibility. They couldn't adjust, they couldn't rebuild, they were completely paralyzed. Now look at Real Madrid in July 2026. They have signed Kylian Mbappé on massive wages, pushed Jude Bellingham into a deeper defensive workload, and are courting Michael Olise, who just delivered a record-setting 7 assists for France at the 2026 World Cup. If Florentino Pérez pulls off a record-breaking deal for Olise, Real Madrid won't just be operating with a bloated front line, they will be running on a paper-thin margin of error. If one of those superstars suffers a severe injury, a dip in form, or tactical discontent, Madrid cannot simply bench a €50 million annual wage hit. They will be forced into emergency fire sales, sacrificing their squad depth and academy talent just to satisfy La Liga's strict spending caps. It is an all-or-nothing corporate gamble, and that brings us directly to the final ledger audit. The financial numbers never lie. Real Madrid believes they are building an unstoppable, modern-day Galáctico dynasty, but history has already proven how this exact story ends. In August 2017, Barcelona thought they could manage the ego, the wages, and the commercial fallout of a stacked multi-king dressing room. It cost them €222 million, their squad stability, and eventually forced Lionel Messi to leave for free. By forcing Jude Bellingham to play deeper, threatening to liquidate Vinicius Jr., and chasing Michael Olise to secure a commercial monopoly, Florentino Pérez is repeating the exact same corporate mistakes. Selling a superstar doesn't solve a broken wage model, it just accelerates the collapse. Here is our final question: is Real Madrid creating the greatest commercial powerhouse in football history, or are they setting themselves up for a catastrophic Barcelona-style financial meltdown? Drop your balance sheet breakdown in the comments below. This is NetSpend FC. Hit that subscribe button to keep your ledgers clean, and we will see you on the next transfer audit.